Passive voice. Interrogative. Active voice. Does Joe Soros read books every day? Joe Soros, subject. Books, object. Does plus read, simple present plus verb to read. Use the verb to be in the simple present and the verb to read in the past participle. Passive voice. Are books read by Joe Soros every day? Active voice. Did Guns N' Roses sing Patience in the last Rock in Rio? Guns N' Roses, subject. Patience, object. Did plus sing, simple past plus verb to sing. Use the verb to be in the simple past and the verb to sing in the past participle. Passive voice. Was Patience sung by Guns N' Roses in the last Rock in Rio? Active voice. Will robots clean our houses in the future? Robots, subject. Our houses, object. Will plus clean, simple future plus verb to clean. Use the verb to be in the simple future and the verb to clean in the past participle. Passive voice. Will our houses be cleaned by robots in the future? Active voice. Is Superman going to save Lois? Superman, subject. Lois, object. Is plus going to save, simple future plus verb to save. Use the verb to be in the simple future and the verb to save in the past participle. Passive voice. Is Lois going to be saved by Superman? Active voice. Has Rogeria visited Paris this year? Rogeria, subject. Paris, object. Has plus visited, present perfect plus verb to visit. Use the verb to be in the present perfect and the verb to visit in the past participle. Passive voice. Has Paris been visited by Rogeria this year? Active voice. Had the Tripalions told good jokes before Zacharias died? Tripalions, subject. Good jokes, object. Had plus told, past perfect plus verb to tell. Use the verb to be in the past perfect and the verb to tell in the past participle. Passive voice. Had good jokes been told by the Tripalions before Zacharias died? Active voice. Will George Lucas have finished the movie by the next year? George Lucas, subject. The movie, object. Will plus have finished, future perfect plus verb to finish. Use the verb to be in the future perfect and the verb to finish in the past participle. Passive voice. Will the movie have been finished by George Lucas by the next year? Active voice. Is Chiquinia making mud pies now? Chiquinia, subject. Mud pies, object. Is plus making, present continuous plus verb to make. Use the verb to be in the present continuous and the verb to make in the past participle. Passive voice. Are mud pies being made by Chiquina now? Active voice. Was Chaplin, Colorado saving someone when he fell? Chaplin, Colorado, subject. Someone, object. Was plus saving, past continuous plus verb to save. Use the verb to be in the past continuous and the verb to save in the past participle. Passive voice. Chaplin, Colorado when he fell. Active voice. Will you be sewing that dress by 3 p.m.? You, subject. That dress, object. Will plus sewing, future continuous plus verb to sew. Use the verb to be in the future continuous and the verb to sew in the past participle. Passive voice. Will that dress be being sewn by you by 3 p.m.? Active voice. Has he been studying languages for 2 years? He, subject. Languages, object. Has plus been studying, present perfect continuous plus verb to study. Use the verb to be in the present perfect continuous and the verb to study in the past participle. Passive voice. Have languages been being studied by him for 2 years? Active voice. Had Cabral been sailing a ship for a long time before he discovered Brazil? Cabral, subject. A ship, object. Had plus been sailing, past perfect continuous plus verb to sail. Use the verb to be in the past perfect continuous and the verb to sail in the past participle. Passive voice. Had a ship been being sailed by Cabral for a long time before he discovered Brazil? Active voice. Will they have been singing reggae since 1985? They, subject. Reggae, object. Will plus have been singing, future perfect continuous plus verb to sing. Use the verb to be in the future perfect continuous and the verb to sing in the past participle. Passive voice. Will reggae have been being sung by them since 1985? Active voice. Can Hulk lift a big stone? Hulk, subject. A big stone, object. Can plus lift, modal verb can plus verb to lift. Use the verb to be in the infinitive form with the modal can, and the verb to lift in the past participle. Passive voice. Can a big stone be lifted by Hulk?